Oh, we have new user icons now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You changed your avatar picture to be the one under the purple trees. I wasn't expecting it, so I was like, "Oh, that's who's that?" Oh, don't mind me.
Don't mind John. He gets confused by change.
You're not wrong.
Are you still live or are you not?
No, I'm live right now. I just put it up. So if you want to go check it for consistency of audio and all that, and hearing the ability of the audio from the people in chat to go through, you can do so.
I'll give it a check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's good because I basically have before it had quote unquote default speakers as the audio source for like game sounds, and I was like, yeah, but it's not going to pick up because the audio of my Discord session is going directly to my headset. So that's why I was like, haha, default sounds is not set to the same one as my headset, thus I'm not getting audio.
The echo is fantastic.
I can
It
imagine.
sounds fine now.
I can imagine it must be echoing pretty good.
I'll just trust the sound is set up right.
It is. I'm just like,
This
I hear everything delayed. I'm like, nope, I'm getting out.
So the other thing to ask is when you guys are tracking your HP and everything, are you tracking it all through? Are you tracking it all through your D&D Beyond page for your character sheet? Is that accurate?
I am.
Okay, good.
I
When we're
am.
tracking what? Sorry.
HP
Yeah,
and like spellcast and stuff, like when you use slots and stuff.
I'm keeping spellcast through there. If it's HP, if we end the session where I'm low, I put it there. But otherwise, I have it up on the board.
Okay,
Just
all right.
because it can be done there easily.
Yeah, and that's cool. I'm just only asking because there's a plugin I can try to use with Twitch that will auto import or read the character sheet statuses from D&D Beyond. So theoretically, I could have like player stat stuff up on the screen in the stream while we're going to denote like if people are getting roughed up or not.
Okay. I can just hop back and forth. The joys of having a tiny desk that only fits one monitor.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, it may not even be something that I focus on all that crazily because it just for long-term stuff like right now basically just using Twitch to record this shit for me so that we can have an archive of it to look back at later. Not that I'm actually actively trying to get any kind of production value or following to be watching the sessions.
Just your D&D streamer now. Gotta do it all the time.
You would at least have one or two in Demi and Freya, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, Todd said he was going to try to hang out and watch, so
Always got to make sure that plugin works. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that I got an email from D&D Beyond saying tune in tomorrow for a game-changing update to Beyond.
all it means is they're probably going to roll out some new feature update or something, which would be great because they've had a bunch of like builder tools for encounters and stuff in beta for a long time. It would be super sweet if they're like, hey, by the way, now you can build encounters in here, and also it kind of gives you a tabletop so you can do maps and stuff. So now you can do it in one place and not have to use two.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yes, it would be very cool.
I
Yeah, that-
imagine the maps are next.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they've had it in beta, so it's like they're definitely going down the track of it because they don't want to have people not use their service, you know.
Yep. So out of curiosity, Kita, how much did those actually end up costing you?
Those being what?
The trellises.
Oh, I spent like 800K on it.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I mean, I went world hopping and like the ones on Goblin were going for like 850K.
Mhm.
Like the ones on Balmong were going for like $1 million, and I was like, nah. Oh, we just hit rank 17. Go us.
Nice. I was expecting around $1 million. As soon as you kind of showed off a picture, I'm like, that probably cost quite a bit.
Yeah, it was more than I probably should have spent on it, but Don Meg is one of those. It's a leveling dungeon, so
Mhm.
it's like kind of painful to farm unless you're going in there with like 4 other people or 3.
Yep. Yeah, and that boss fight. Yeesh.
Like I don't mind the actual dungeon, but I really didn't want to end up, trying to farm it and going in with like new tanks and new healers. Not when I'm trying to farm. Like any other time, I don't care. But when I'm trying to farm for stuff, I just want to get in and get out.
Yep.
It's so pretty though. I like how it glows.
It is very pretty.
I almost want a second one, but I don't want to spend another 800K.
Well, if you ever need someone to help you through, or you just want someone to run with farming, just bug one of us. I'm sure we'll be more than happy
Yeah, maybe one day.
to.
I have the new Cosmos partition too. Knight gave me that one. He got it from the dungeon. He was like, "You have this." I'm like, "Okay, sure." I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, I picked up a Cosmo one also. I've been like unsure about where I want it actually to go, so
Did you get the partition or did you get the decoration?
I think I
'Cause
got
there's
the
like
deco.
2 Cosmos things, I guess.
Yeah, I got the deco. I think it's the wall hanging or whatever.
Yeah, so it's a wall decoration. It's almost like a banner, but it's
Mhm.
like one that goes down.
So just for everybody else's input, the response I got from Todd when I told him that I was streaming and linked it is he said "fuck yeah" in all caps. So I think that probably sets the line right there. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting in
keep
this
it all.
Twitch stream. Hello.
so I had to just scroll back and go back over Knight's notes from last week just to make sure I had the full breadth of everything that we covered, plus my own notes of what we covered.
I think he called his notes tame when he described them last.
Yeah, I'd say so. Compared to last week's, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Or the week before, I guess I should say, but oh shit, there he is.
Talk shit about him. Talk shit about him.
Now, be at least somewhat nice.
He lives in Louisiana. You can't be nice to those people. They live in the swamp.
They keep the alligators from coming up north. I would definitely be nice.
Them's good eating, though.
Never had gator.
Yeah, he's not wrong. It is pretty much like chicken, so.
Mm.
I mean, there's a little bit of consistency difference and like a slight flavoring difference, but it's basically just chicken.
Gotcha.
Although I suppose all that's like arbitrary based upon how you prepare it. Like if you basically like, if you were to like broil it or like cook it down a lot, stew it, like you won't be able to really tell the difference. But if you just like grill it, like it might not break down enough to really differentiate, or at least become so muddled that you can't tell the difference anymore.
Tastes like human.
Gotcha.
See, the question there though is, what does human taste like? Because I've never had a human before, so maybe it does
Apparently
taste
like
like
chicken.
human. Maybe it does taste like human. I don't know.
Somebody needs to find a cannibal and ask him.
Well, I
What
mean,
are
if you want to.
dweebs doing?
Just, hanging out, being ready to go and rock and do the thing.
Oh, so you mean we're all hanging out in here drawing dicks on the map? Got it. I mean, isn't that what we've done every other time right before a game?
Yes, but there are none on the map at the moment.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to draw them on this map.
So, according to the Smithsonian, Both serial killers and Polynesian cannibals have described human flesh as being most akin to pork.
Okay.
I could see that.
We fat.
So Demi was right.
I don't think it's so much an issue with the fat as just that pork you can eat with the skin, and it's typically got like that kind of crunchy taste because the skin is a little bit thicker on a pig. So you know you can I
How
can
do you
see
know
where
what
the
crunchy tastes
comparison
like?
could be drawn.
Pig skin and human skin is very biologically close as well. Like not close, obviously, but
Yeah.
like a lot of tattoo artists used to buy like pig cadavers basically to practice on because it's very similar.
I've seen them do that a couple times in some of those like tattoo competition shows.
Mhm.
They'll have like pigs hanging in there, and they have to do their practice tattoos on the pig.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Then again, I mean, I'm sure some of you guys know too that sometimes when they need to get like a replacement organ, like a replacement heart or something, and there's not like one immediately available, they successfully made transplants with pig hearts and other organs, I believe, as well.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. It is time. Is everyone present?
Is
Yes.
the recording actually working this time?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I mentioned he was interested in Lauren.
Roll
Um,
call. Caster.
Yeah.
Koval.
Yes.
Dusk.
Fuck you.
Gunhild.
Your mama.
Kita.
Yeah.
Talia.
Yeah.
Fucker. Wait,
Just hear Todd cackling in the back of my mind.
Sure he is.
All right. So, last we left off, you guys beat up some fuckers,
Puddle ponies.
some puddled pony riders,
Yes, some puddle ponies and their riders.
and some bow boys that had come riding up the road. You had recently just dispatched them all. During the encounter, you had noticed that the individual that was following you, the halfling girl named Scylla, mysteriously was nowhere to be seen after the beginning of the encounter.
She's still missing.
Mhm.
That bodes well.
That could mean two things. Either she went ahead of us, which, oh god, or she knows something we don't.
Doesn't matter.
She
it's
could
out of
be
our control right
invisible.
now.
Yeah,
Scylla.
this is true.
No,
We don't-
no response.
We don't necessarily have time, nor do I have the care at this particular point.
Where's my wagon?
Where's your wagon? What?
Yeah, but we brought the wagon with us, right?
Yes,
No, it's-
we left.
It's back with the gathering of folks that's up
Right.
the road from here.
Right. The actual wagon of materials that you're riding with with Bart is not present with you currently. He stayed behind with the grouping of individuals.
Okay, I misunderstood. I thought Bart himself stayed behind, but gave us the cart to continue on.
That's what I had thought as well.
That could be true. I'm trying to recall how exactly I talked that out when we were doing it last week because I was in a hotel. But I'm gonna agree that that is likely the case because not all of you have horses,
Exactly.
and it wouldn't have made any sense to be like, all right, guys, let's go down the road, and people are like, all right, we're going horses, yay, and everyone else is like, shit, I'm running, fuck. I'll see you in 5 years.
Can I have an extra 2 points of strength or con just because I ran all that fucking way?
Nah, you get some blisters
So-
though.
Question then, is everything in the cart? Because if that female, whatever the fuck, if she was here and now she is not here and something's missing out of my cart, I'm gonna go find her, and I'm probably gonna give her a new hole or 5.
Wow, that's a threat. No, as best as you can discern from the manifest, nothing has been taken from the cart. Everything is still tied down, packed away where it was before.
Great.
Is there anything lootable on the corpses?
Yes. Let me roll from the loot table and figure out what you get.
Loot, loot, loot.
Bottles of
So,
water.
real quick, who here has like the highest investigation rolls?
Not me.
Probably Talia. If I'm not
I've got
mistaken.
I've got a 5. I didn't take expertise in it, but my expertises are in sleight of hand and perception.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say, like, if you have a greater than a +2, you should probably start searching bodies, and the rest of us can go ahead and gather around our cart and make ready. Also, secondary
Okay.
question for
Ooh,
the
I like that.
Doesn't mean anything
John.
necessarily.
There
Yeah,
was
it's
an
the
acid
loot
bomb on
table.
one of the bodies.
I'm rolling against the loot table, so it's just like if I fall within a range of things, it usually discerns a certain item that you guys get.
Hmm.
So yes, question?
I didn't know if you wanted those rolls public.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
And Caster, I think, asked about looking at the bodies for if they had a specific symbol on them.
So, looting the bodies. You guys get 2 potions of greater healing. And then you guys can divvy those out however you want. I mean, there's only 2 of them, so.
Give me a second, I'll get a Google Doc going.
Oh, I think our crit machine, who likes to take it in the face, should get at least one of those.
Oh no, I don't disagree with that.
Agreed.
I'm just saying, give
Yes,
them to the
give-
healer. So it's okay if I die.
Give
That's also a good point. One to caster, one to the tank.
yes.
And
Sounds good.
the other item you come across is a
Mhm.
short sword +1. Nothing amazing compared to
Ooh.
what you already have, but if somebody would like to take it and utilize it, you are more than welcome to.
Short sword. That sounds a lot more convenient for thieving than a rapier. I mean, a lot more convenient for sneaking.
No, not even a little bit. Rapier is a finesse weapon. A short sword is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both might be piercing, but a rapier gives you better.
Rapier you attack with dex. Short sword you attack with strength.
That
And as
seems
you
kind
just
of
said,
silly.
use strength is not very good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's true. My strength is awful.
So real quick, is that everything that we find?
That is all the lootable items that you find, yes. Yes,
Great.
they do not possess or carry any money. And I assume you would like to investigate their corpses to discern if you understand anything more about them, as you had previously expressed that interest.
Yes, please. I remember mentioning a
There you go.
symbol, but couldn't remember if we checked what kind.
Tell you just learned everything.
Alright, so
There's my max
More-
investigation roll.
more about these guys. Alright, so among the bodies, you can discern that they are of the cult of Talos. The emblazoned insignia that they have that was on their armor, which you were not able to discern in the middle of combat easily and effectively, is insignia befitting of the cult of Talos. You also see that the archers are currently wearing bracers with symbols of 3 lightning bolts on them, made of bronze.
Didn't Homegirl back at the inn have braziers with 3 lightning bolts on?
Which homegirl?
Yeah, you're going to be a little bit more specific. You're talking
No,
about the one
he's
traveling
talking
with-
about the backs. The
Yeah.
pirate.
Bax didn't have 3 lightning bolts. His was
No, the girl
Uh,
that was in the tavern with him.
You mean
The
the
owner?
owner?
The chick reading books in the corner?
No, I thought it was the next morning.
The little halfling girl?
No, that's Scylla.
Mm,
She
I don't
was
have any notes about any other.
I thought there
women
was
racers.
somebody was wearing bracers with lightning bolts on them.
Yes, someone was.
I'm just trying to not chew these walnuts too loudly because I'm pretty sure the mic's picking them up, even though I'm not pushing my push to talk.
Yeah. Possibly. The only other
Yeah,
person there
Eileen-
was the barkeep, and that person was not female.
Yeah, I have notes on Martusia, the owner, on Bax, and Scylla, and that's
Would have had to have been Marisha, the tavern keep. We didn't talk to any other females down there.
I thought there was somebody who had some armor or something that was hanging out in a corner that had bracers with lightning bolts on it. Maybe I'm just thinking of a different mod.
No, you're right. Someone definitely did. I don't remember the name. I didn't write it down.
I don't know if we got the name. Is the catch?
Well, either
'Cause
way,
We didn't talk to everybody in the tavern.
it's I don't think anybody here has notes on them. So, and if nobody can recall,
Nope.
unless we have that feat, that famous
No.
feat,
That feat
then
is-
then I imagine that it's probably just lost info at this point, unless
Yeah.
the DM has guidance.
I can't remember either. I think you're right though.
I think at this moment it'll catch up to us if it matters.
well. Now that we've cleared this road, I really think we should go find these kids. We shouldn't
Yeah.
be lingering here for too long.
Agreed.
Yeah, 'cause
Cast
if-
and yes, Caster. Go ahead.
I was gonna say because if there's cultists like, of somebody like Talos running around, I've got a really bad feeling about what's going on in Leyland. So let's go.
All right. Well, real quick, who needs a short rest? Because I don't know about you guys, but I expended some limited use type things.
Do we have time for a short rest?
I mean,
How
what's
much-
gonna happen is gonna happen. So
But weren't we looking for the two lost children?
Yeah, shit's going down in Leyland. Like, we
All right.
should really be
I
going
mean, is
in
Leyland
trying
an
to find
hour away?
Yeah, that was gonna be my question. Because if it is, you can just hop in the back of the cart and sit there.
The remaining distance from where you are to Leyland is probably about, I'd give it about 40 minutes at most.
Okay. Would you say that's
Okay.
long enough for a short rest, or?
It would not be a long enough time to usurp the benefits of a short rest.
that's fine. We'll just
Okay.
we'll get our shit together if everyone's in agreement and start.
Yeah,
I
let's
agree.
just,
The children take precedence.
All
I
right.
mean, I don't know about you guys, but I got plenty of cantrips left to use. So
I see what you did there. All right, so the group finishes what is left of looking over the bodies and all that, gaining the information items that they discover. You guys remount your steeds and methods of transportation and continue along the road to the south to make it to the town and find the missing children. Which takes us to
Oh, hello.
I see a welcoming party.
and I'm guessing that those might be our lost small friends.
Good thing we didn't rest.
All right, so here's my little blurbs of discussion to give you as you approach the scene, and then we will open things up and continue, and I'll give you some information, and then we'll have fun. Okay, so
Yeah.
as you approach, the progress on the town's rebuilding has been slow, as you can discern from the walls of things that are not yet complete and the lacking of many reinforcements. There's trenching and holes dug for pylons to be placed for walls and lookout towers. However, many of them are all missing and have not been placed. At the center of the ruins, you find a tall tower, mostly collapsed, which rests atop a bluff. I get to use my clicky, that was fun. The only intact stone building in the area sits at the bottom of this bluff. Its white facade bearing the mark of Lathander. Not exactly white, but I did what I could with the assets I had. Don't hate me.
Ooh,
And-
someone's got some drank. I heard that.
And similarly, there is an intact wooden building closer to the water at the side of town, with smoke rising from 2 chimneys. Drink the holy water. Yes. In
I
front
didn't
of
want
this
to
building.
interrupt you.
No, it's fine. It's all good. In front of this building stands a tiefling, dressed in blue robes. She raises her hands to the sky, and dark clouds appear in response. Before the tiefling, at the end of this sludgy, swampy waterfront, stands a small number of humans with great axes raised in the air who chant in response.
She is literally stealing your thunder, Kita.
This bitch though.
As you roll into the scene, you can discern that the individuals close to the waterfront are captivated by their current methods that they're performing rituals and whatever rites they are doing. You also can see from your vantage a pair of children hiding behind some stacked crates and containers of building materials, scared out of their wits, trying to not get caught by the weird people by the water. So the one goal that I will kind of enforce for you guys here is that you have a priority in terms of the rounds of combat to evacuate the 2 children,
Mm-hmm.
then continue with whatever else you want to do. If it
Some
takes
of us have a priority.
right, if it takes too long, certain things may happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only real thing I'm going to throw in there additionally, because I want to add a little flavor to this encounter.
Okay.
So because they're basically all up in the thing that they're doing currently, you guys effectively get what I'm going to call like 1 round's worth of preparatory action to be able to do things, prepare things, make movement into the scene, stuff like that, because the distances involved right now are kind of vast in terms of the layout.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean most of the range stuff you guys can probably shoot them from where you are right now.
I would just tell you, go and get the children. You are probably one of the more or less seen of us and can easily bring them back here without drawing attention to yourself.
I'm out of spells to do that with, but I do have some crowd control in case they give chase.
I was gonna say, Azzy can run up to 60 feet and he can get right here,
Mhm.
and provide what little cover that will give you with his shield. Either way, he's gonna be
Yep.
going towards those crates.
I will be doing the same 60 foot towards that after I hit myself with mage armor. So, let's see where that goes to.
Are we good to move, or do you want us to roll
Yeah.
Well,
initiative?
let's roll initiative, and then we can just take it in that order. And then
Yeah, and then
act
yeah,
like a
here,
surprise round.
let's do this. I'll put the tracker up so you guys can roll against your tokens.
Yeah.
I gotta clear it first because it apparently carries over from every single map, even though I was almost certain it didn't. But
Well, I will be the last to go.
As my first action, I roll persuasion to bribe the entirety of the cultists.
Well, you're a little far away.
I yell my bribe at them. I'm kidding. If they
Let me
can't have
just-
my money.
Yeah, let me just clear some of this stuff out of the equation here because it's all mixed up in this other stuff from the top.
Your dex is higher, so you go before me.
Can you pop my
Yeah, you had a 19.
yeah.
Damn.
Is your crit for the night?
I've
Alright,
already
so
rolled my one.
I
crit.
got-
Question.
I wasn't
I got 7
trying.
people on there now.
Does anybody here have an AC lower than 16?
Yo!
Okay.
So the question is though, if you are planning on boosting the AC, does it require a new calculation method, or is it a straight? Is it?
No,
or
it's
is it
just
like a
I
straight
was going to cast Bark Skin,
Okay.
so it's just basically your AC can't be less than 16, regardless of what kind of armor you're wearing. So just boost it to 16.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it just sets it at 16 then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's 1 point higher than what I've got. So I'll take bark skin instead of mage armor. That works.
But the other thing that's interesting to note about mage armor and stuff like that too is that it's not a cumulative bonus to your existing AC. It's basically a separate calculation, and then whichever one is greater becomes your AC. Yeah.
Yep. That's why I was asking
Okay.
about calculation
Yeah.
method. I'm like, okay, is this a calculation or a buff?
Yeah, I'm going to use the 2 of my staff charges for that, so I'm not using a spell.
Right, because our errata that we went over last time basically denoted that using a magical item is equivalent to not casting a spell but using an item as an action.
Who's missing from the turn order?
No, it is equivalent to casting a spell. You can't use.
I'm
Spell
still
it.
missing from the turn order
Fine.
because Junie has to add me in manual.
I see you. Do you not see yourself? Oh, don't mind me.
No,
I'm an
I
idiot.
don't see myself. Thank you.
Yeah, because it doesn't count because it was from the other map. That's why I was like, wait, I can see you, but why can you not show up?
What were you saying about casting a spell? Somebody was saying something.
Dusk.
Yeah, you can't use the magic item to cast a spell and then cast.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it makes sense. Yep. Because if you cast a spell, the only other time that you could quote unquote cast a spell in a given turn is if you cast a cantrip.
Yes.
So sorcerers win. Because quicken spell.
Mm-hmm.
So, Morn, do we want to just go head first after home girl in the?
Homegirl.
I am thinking.
You mean the
That-
rocker dude in front there?
Yeah, the party on, dude.
Yeah, all right. Party on. All right.
Yeah, I'm just
As
adding the turns, but you guys can start moving in your sequence and doing your actions and things.
This is our one round of setup.
This is your
first, he said.
this is your pre-setup round before, they figured it out.
Is a surprise round.
Sure, surprise round.
This far.
I took an action to dash.
I'm gonna hunter's mark her, by the way.
Are we still how are we doing movement again? Like are we still
30. 30 is
doing-
the movement distance.
No, I mean like diagonals.
Yeah, diagonal's fine. It just counts as 5. But if you have to move through another player, it counts as an additional 5. As you complete your motions, I'm gonna just make sure I cycle you guys or whatever, so I remember. So let's see, Azzy, Nokris have moved. Okay.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on this kid with a bonus action. This is a reminder. Oh, let you know who. Do you want me to mark that or?
I don't think you can because you can't select the token, so he has to.
Right.
Oh, okay.
What did you want me
The
to do to them?
casting Sanctuary on the kid on the right. For a bonus action.
John, just
Mhm.
to be clear on what I just did, I used Action Surge
Mhm.
to move a total of, it was something like 105 feet.
Okay.
Never mind that I can't Sanctuary them. They're not in range.
Okay.
Am I allowed to like negatively affect the enemy party over there? Like, say, if I were to cast web.
I think that they would probably jump into action and start combat and part of the surprise, but you can
surprise
certainly
basically just
try.
I will wait.
Do you think you can web in the water though?
No, but I can certainly lay a 20-foot cube of web across the ground at the point of their the Hoogada chick sitting at the water's edge there.
That is fair. Yeah.
Yep. Because I was just
So-
reading through. I'm like, do I have to anchor this web or
Yes,
no?
unfortunately.
I can just lay it across the ground, and it's perfectly fine. So if it's mid-air, that's when it starts collapsing on itself.
I'm gonna attack right now.
All right. So
Also,
Dusk, you made
way,
your move, but now you're attacking.
yeah. So I used the bonus action to dash.
Yep.
So,
So I
um,
move
wait,
bonus
so,
action
like,
to dash, and then
How did you get that far? Used 2 actions.
Bonus action to dash, which
Right.
is another 30 feet.
Right. So you get 30 feet plus 30 feet, and that's 60 feet to where you are right now, from where you
Uh,
started.
From the diagonals, yes.
Oh, so it is. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna attack. And the way bonus act or surprise rounds work is everyone rolls initiative, but then the people who are surprised basically just skip their turn. So I'm
Okay.
gonna be attacking homeboy in there. I think someone else, Hild wanted to do it first though.
Yeah, I was gonna hit her in the front because she's only 90 away. And I put Hunter's Mark on her as my bonus action. And I'm gonna do it with sharpshoot, so I'll take a 5-point penalty for 10 points of extra damage.
All right.
I was gonna say you're already getting
15.
plus 1d6. Jeez.
What? Oh,
Okay.
a minute
Yeah, it
to
was
load that.
delayed. I was like, wait, 15? What?
Where's the 15?
That hits.
Okay. $11 points. Oh, sorry, 21 points.
Okay.
And I'll take the exact same penalty and give it another shot. 10?
That does not hit.
Whoops.
It sails over into the water.
Splish splash.
They are definitely aware that something is happening right now.
Talia, are you attacking?
I'm going to cast web on them. So, wand of web on. Let's see, 20-foot cube, so that's 4 squares a side.
Hmm.
I want to target it that point right there.
So basically in between, so it covers her and the priest that is currently there, priestess, and these 3 squares
Yeah,
that are
basically
to the side, like
this.
right here and here. Yep.
Yep. Yep,
That's
you got it.
Yep, that's
It's
it.
a big fucking web. And just for reference, I will cast that on the tabletop. I believe it's DC 15.
Yes, yeah, for their check.
Webs are flammable.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Has to make a dex save DC 15 if it starts its turn there, or enters them. If it fails, it becomes restrained. Anything that's restrained can make a strength check to free itself from the webs.
Kita, are you attacking? Or healing? Or...
Did you have to take an action to get up to where you are, Kita?
I used my movement and then I used my bonus movement. So no? Question mark?
What do you have? You have bonus movement?
She used an
Bonus
action
action?
as movement. She doesn't have a fancy bonus action like you do. Basically, she
Oh yeah, I just have
charged
dash.
as an action. She doesn't get it as a bonus because she's not a rogue or fancy pants like you.
Yeah, so I can't do anything this turn, right? Or this
You
surprise.
still have your bonus action if you can cast anything as a bonus action if you want to.
Right. You could do cantrips that show up as bonus actions or anything else that's like that lists it as being a bonus action for you to cast or do an action. Okay.
That was.
Yeah, you want to take a shot, you were saying?
Wasn't there someone before me? Yeah.
Yep, but Caster already moved with his bonus action. To move
Oh,
forward as well.
my bonus action I'll use to cast spiritual weapons. Since I didn't use that as my action.
Okay. Yeah, because you were going to do Sanctuary before, but it wasn't in range, so.
And trying to make sure about the distance on this. Sorry.
I seriously rolled 2 6s. That's shitty. Yeah, on that same.
On the priest.
Yeah. Okay. Does 13 hit?
Yes, 13 does hit.
Then he takes 20, 32.
I think they noticed us.
I'll cast spiritual weapon right on top of the priestess. I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit though.
Basically, so like you cast a spell, you create a floating weapon, more or less, right? So then once you have that, you can now make a melee spell attack against a creature that is within 5 feet of the weapon. So I don't believe that you are able to create the weapon and attack with it in the first round.
You can. It says when you cast a spell, you can do it.
Okay, yeah, that would be right. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee attack. Yep. So if it's within 5 feet of her, okay. So then you rolled a 12 to hit, which missed. But I will give you a. Let me see. How can I do this? So see if I can drag a token for you to use to move around.
Who's your deity again, Caster?
Bahamut. I think it says he has a long sword he has on him on occasion.
Yeah, you might be able to just search for a token longsword.
Yeah, it takes too much time.
Fair enough.
Yeah, scary race is the weapon. Real shitty for that sneak attack damage.
All right, there you go. Sword boy. He's there. Alright, so Sabmoran did his attacky hit. Caster did his thing. Nokris,
I moved and did my thing.
okay. And Azzy, you did the action surge, run, sprint all the way to the end of the crates and stuff.
Yep.
Alright. Now, let's sort them all out. And now this is how it goes. So Gunhild, you are up.
Game on. I'm going to move up and go to town with penalty. Oh, a 9. Okay, I need to avoid that penalty.
You firing at the individual that you shot at before?
Yeah, and I missed.
Yep.
I'm going to shoot at her again, though. No penalty.
Okay. Guess what? You hit. So it's what, 6 damage?
6 plus a d6. Here's so 12.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Okie doke. Talia.
I am here. I was sorry, I was distracted by that article on Bahamut. I'm like, ooh, I wonder what his favorite weapon is. But anyways, what's the range here? Oh, Eldritch Blast on that one. Because that's what warlocks do when you run out of spell slots, I guess. First one.
Who are you targeting? Are you targeting the main individual here again? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that lands.
For force damage and second beam. For 1 force damage. Thank you, D10s. That's so beautiful.
This is why you need to be more forceful with your personality. Really put.
I have the highest charisma in the party, I think, though.
I know. I'm saying for the invocation.
Well, it's a cantrip now. It's not an invocation anymore. Mr. 3.5. Anyways, let's see, which means I still have a move and a bonus left. So there's 30. So move action to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I end my turn. Next person.
Caster, you are up.
Can I see the kids from here? Like his actual position.
You know they're there, but if it's a matter of you being able to have line of sight for a spell or something like that, that is not currently something you can do.
I just shout in where I remember them being and tell them to get back to that's there. And then use guiding bolt on the one. Okay, that's right. Here in the front at first level. With a 27 on need. That would be 24 points of damage on that one.
Yep, 1 second. assume that's now the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right, Ash, you're up.
Wasn't Ozzy next?
No, we are both really slow.
Oh, he's a 4. Oof. All right. I'm going to call down lightning. Is it still stormy, I assume?
The
All right.
tiefling was similarly conjuring clouds.
All right. So I'm going to focus the center on this square here. That's where
Okay.
my storm cloud appears.
Hmm.
And I'm going to pinpoint my lightning right about here, right in the middle of these.
Okay. Let me roll some saves for them.
I also need to roll an extra d10.
I
because of
think
the-
it's
Oh,
calculated.
did it calculate it?
Yep, it's on the right hand side of in the chat where your thing is.
Well, it's 3d10 initially, and then an extra d10 if it's storming.
Right.
Yeah, the extra
So-
d10's on the right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the initial 3d10
I
are
get
on
it,
the
okay.
left. Yeah.
So let me see if they save. Hold on.
Do they get disadvantage for being in water?
Does everyone get shocked since they're in water?
All right, so that guy's good. That guy's bad. That guy's bad. That guy's good. So basically, it's half on the ones that passed and full on the others.
Mm-hmm.
I like this lightning bolt. It's pretty.
It hits many things. Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, that is dealt with. Is that now the end of your turn, or would you like to move?
Talia, are you dealing with the kid?
Yeah, that was kind of my plan. That's kind of why I popped a web up there to help you guys take those dudes out as quick as possible so I could evacuate the kids.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna stay here to provide a little bit of cover in case they start coming this way. But that'll.
Okay. All right, so if that is the end of your turn, then Sobmore, you're up.
Alright, I am going to shoot the same person. This is a normal roll. I assume. Does the weapon count as an ally or no?
It does not. It would only count as, well, as far as flanking is concerned, it does not. Or the
It's
fact
not
for you to be able to
for
control it.
flanking.
Are you trying to be able to discern if you can shoot through it or something? Like, what do you...
No, for sneak attack.
I believe it does not, from what I've seen
Ano-
on other things.
Another enemy of the target is how it's worded. It's not an ally. I guess not. Alright.
It's not technically an enemy, it's just a
I'll
weapon.
go look it up.
It probably needs to have like hit points and stuff. If it was summoned to be different, but as just a sword, it's not. So he's gonna take 9 then. Or she.
I think I labeled it as a she. It could be a he. I don't know. It's a tiefling. I can never tell.
I thought I heard John say she. I don't. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That one. And then I will. This tree exists, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so then I will pop off over here and hide. Ninja smoke vanish. Poof.
You're not ninja smoke, maybe.
And it was just a little puff, and then I just kind of walked behind the tree.
So it's like a
Some might even say he was being lazy about it,
mm,
or she.
mhm,
I'm not
mhm.
sure.
Fair enough. All right, so end of your turn. It's now priest turn. All right, so the priest on their turn.
Real quick interjection. Word from his lordship, Jeremy Crawford. Spiritual weapon does not count as an ally for purposes of sneak attack or an enemy of the target.
All right, there we go.
I figured.
All right, the priest. Priest is going to call some lightning because they've conjured a storm, and they're not pleased currently. I'm drawing a similar shape and color because it makes sense only to do so. Alright, so the centralization of their cast is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. There. And they are going to target there. So let's roll some call lightning.
I don't like this priest very much.
Copying your jam.
I
Stealing
told you
my
she was
thunder.
stealing. I was gonna say, I told you she was stealing your thunder.
It's
Literally.
a dex save, right?
Yes, it will be for you and Talia.
Oh, there's no clickable action on them. Oh, that's poopy. Let's see if I can do it this way. Will I get a spell card to properly do it? Okay, so it does a spell card. Alright. So it doesn't roll a nice, cool spell attack because they don't really have character sheets, and it didn't create the spell as like a thing to be able to be clickable like that. So I'll just roll the damage and stuff from those entries as necessary. But I will need Caster and Talia to please make a spell save for me.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes, Dex saving throw.
I think I got it, guys.
Oh God, guys.
Azzy, don't worry, you're not being targeted by this one.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Or did you dive into it?
I don't know why it rolled that.
Alright, so let me cast the damage for this then. So it's that plus that.
Well,
So,
what's the difficulty check for the spell?
spell modifier for this spell save is 13 plus 5 for this particular priest. So if they rolled dex saves of 7, they did not pass.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking 21 lightning damage.
21, 17 plus 4. Yes.
Yes.
No. Talia, you're a thief, aren't you? You're a rogue, yeah?
You have evasion, Talia?
You should have evasion, which means you only take half, even if you fail.
I Oh, do you have that? I thought you multi-class. I didn't think you had it yet.
I have it for me. As you should have it too.
I'm at Ty because she multi-classed with Warlock. I'm not sure when you guys got Evasion.
Yeah, it comes in at 7th level Dusk. She doesn't have it, unfortunately.
The folly of multiclassing.
You have uncanny dodge, maybe?
No, it has to be an attack. And even then, I think Talia's only a level 4 rogue.
All right. So after the lightning show, the priest from the currently webbed ground that they are standing upon. Get them!
Ooh woo!
Ooh, woo. Oh, Berserker this.
No, stop. It's D&D night.
That was for you, Todd. That was for you.
Oh God.
All right.
She probably is, or they are probably boo-booing.
All right. So, Berserkers. This one's first.
Does
So
it really matter? They go. Most of them go before me and Knight.
right. So they're
All of them go before us.
No, there's one of them that's dumb.
Oh my god. I missed that one.
all right. So let me see. 30. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So this guy's gonna get ashore.
Is water not difficult terrain?
Not for these berserkers.
Oh, fancy.
They may or may not have been blessed by a certain individual. So he is able to get as far as right there because he is a berserker, and he is going to be mad, and he's going to also decide that he's going to go a little farther because he's not going to be able to swing his axe, which you know how berserkers really love to swing their axe. So he's going to come over here and start giving Azzy the stare. You know, psycho peepers, as I like to call them.
Here comes the crit.
Here come the beat. All right, so that's the end of his turn because he can do no more. So move to the next bad boy for life. He is also going to be mad, and he's going to make it ashore. And then he's similarly going to make some distance and tracks because, you know, can't swing his axe. So he's going to come over here. And he's just going to stare menacingly at Gunhild. Then we got the next berserker, who's this guy right here. You plunked a little bit before with your arrows. And he's going to decide that his best approach is going to be this way. And he's going to come around the back of the building a little bit, and he's going to stare menacingly at a tree where he saw somebody go before previously, but can't see anymore.
Well, he can make a perception roll, but yeah.
No, he can't. He can't directly see you right now.
Oh, okay.
And then the next, my dude, he's going to, let me see, does he have enough to make it ashore? Let's see. Yep. He's going to make it on the beachhead, as it were, Normandy style. And then he's going to make a little progress as well. Stare menacingly at Caster. Menacingly. All right, up next we got the Lightning Boys. They didn't do so hot. So this particular fine gentleman, I'm just gonna do the full distance because I'm sick of the like half then move thing. But so he's gonna go around the web like the other guys did, but he's gonna go here, and he's gonna stare down Nokris with his menacing eyes.
Don't you make bedroom eyes at me.
He sees you.
Them's critten eyes.
Pants not included. Alright, so this guy's gonna come out and go here. And he'll just kind of like be looking at Talia's direction. But he's not really sure which target he wants to go after yet because, you know, there's a lot of targets. And then the other boy who took a little lightning shot, he's going to kind of come this way and be like, oh, there's some children hiding behind the boxes, eh? But he does it in a berserker way, so it's like, there's some children.
All right, Scooby-Doo.
Apparently Blanca.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and then Azzy, it's your turn, finally.
I will actually move down a little bit. Where's my clicker? I'll move right here and make 2 attacks.
Okay.
And do either of those hit?
The first attack hits. The second attack does not.
Okay. Well, since one of them hit, I will use my bonus action to use. What the hell is that thing called? Shield Master Shove. And try to shove him down to the ground.
All right. So roll me your strength. All right. So 16. And this other berserker will roll as well using his strength. And he gets a 21. How can I make that not go to me? Well, I guess I could try to toggle it to be decision based, I guess, but then it'll just be a lot more clicking. So he gets a 21. So he succeeds. You didn't knock him.
So he just takes the 3 slashing damage then.
This is correct.
Okay, that will be my turn.
Okay. Nokris. What do?
Nokris does not really care for what's going on at the moment, so he is going to do a few things.
Okay.
2 things.
So I'm going to burn the last of my 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell, and I'm going to quicken Ice Knife into a bonus action.
Okay.
And I am going to cast it at 3rd level. So it's my last 3rd level slot. And they will need, and then I need to hit, and I'm aiming it at this one right here.